It's no secret that Reddit can sometimes be a scary place. The following is a compilation of some of the most disturbing posts I came across throughout the previous month. I think it goes without saying, some of this content is hard to talk about on YouTube. For uncensored content, check out the link to the Something Sinister Patreon below. This is DJ Jones. He enjoys hunting, fishing, and all things outdoors. But as a Reddit post in 2022 would reveal, DJ was kayaking in the middle of a river when he discovered something terrifying.
Are you gonna be able to make it in the shore? You need some help?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you help me with my dad?
Well, your dad's back there, but I'm gonna bring you in the shore, okay?
I wouldn't make it in there.
I know. Just calm down. Just calm
I
down.
wanna get to my dad.
Calm down. Just hold my hand.
My dad.
All right. So, nope, you can't pull right now. Just hold on a second.
I need to get to my dad.
Okay, but I'm gonna bring you over to land, okay? Just calm down. You're on my boat. You don't have to worry about the current taking you out. Just listen to me. What's your name?
My
EJ, okay?
Thayer.
So what we're gonna do right now, I have to figure out a way to get you up and out without bringing all the water in, okay? So I think if you can hold on like that, can you do that for me? Can I get you to shore?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really need it.
Yep, okay.
Really need it.
And then you'll be able to land on the dock, okay? Can you do that for me?
Yes.
You're strong, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So I just need to be strong for a few more seconds. All right? So I'm gonna try not to hit you. So I'm just gonna back us up.
And what's this?
Oh, that's my minnow bucket. There's fathead minnows in there, okay? All right, so I'm gonna try to back us up. Yep, your dad's not gone. He's just on the other side of that grass over there, okay?
Yeah, I know it.
Okay.
I've been screaming it for a long time.
I know, yep.
And he was not listening.
I know. All right, so I'm just trying to do this, okay? Can you hold on, keep holding on like that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, good. How old are you?
I can't remember.
You can't remember? Are you that old? Are you like 101? 102?
I grow up fast.
Yeah, you know, kids do grow up fast, because I have a kid. You wanna know how old my son is? He is 6.
And you just told me how old I'm 6.
Oh, you're 6?
And I look like I'm 7.
Oh, wow, that's good. That must mean you must eat all your fruit and vegetables. All right?
I'm mostly like a monkey.
Yeah,
Because I eat a lot of bananas.
a lot of bananas. That's good. So what we're gonna do is we're almost there, okay?
Yeah.
We're making waves. Are you cold?
Yeah.
All right, so once we get up there, all you'd have to do is get on land and you can wait for your dad, okay? I don't know if there's any towels or anything, but we'll see if one of these campers can give you a towel so you can try to dry off. How long have you been in the water? A long time? Okay.
I thought you were dad because you were coming in.
No, I just didn't, I thought he was coming to get you, but he didn't come. So I'm gonna make sure that we get you to land, okay? Yep. But just be careful when you hold on like that. Yep. Yep. I think he unhooked his anchor and then he just got blown away in the current, which made... Yeah, you can do it. You've been swimming in the current for so long. Can you pull yourself up? Can you? Or you need some help?
I don't know. Up and out of the water with the giant.
Yeah, are you still really, really cold?
Yeah, he's colder.
Yeah, okay. Can you make it up? Hold on. Good job.
DJ is able to successfully bring the boy back to shore, but his mission isn't over yet. Now he must locate the boy's father and confront him on why he left his son out in the middle of the river.
I think he got blown away over there. Come on, let's see if we can find somebody to get you a napkin. Here, let me get you out of that.
I should use it by the water.
Yeah.
I should.
All right, yeah. Can we, you doing good?
Yeah.
Still cold?
Yeah.
All right.
But I was driving the water.
Come on, let's see if somebody's home.
I've been heard of a show called American Dad.
Yeah. Hi, do you have any towels on him? His dad left him stranded out in the middle of the river. And he's,
Follow me, sir.
and yeah, he's saying he's feeling cold. I was just somebody that was fishing, but I want to make sure that he's fine. Then we're going to call 911.
911?
Yeah, we got to make sure you're doing okay so you don't have hypothermia or something like that sitting there.
Oh, 911.
Why don't you want to call 911? Are you scared?
Yes, I don't want to.
It's okay. We just got to get you on and make sure you're getting checked out.
No.
All right.
I don't want 911. Please, no.
Do you still feel really, really cold?
Yeah.
Okay, come on over here, bud.
Yep, so he's got you a towel.
Oh, right there. Where was he in the?
Yeah, he was in the bay. When I came up fishing, his dad was right next to him.
Yeah.
Maybe 30, 40 yards west or east of the ramp there. And the current that swept him all the way out here.
Oh.
And his dad
There's
was...
actually 2 people drowned here in that same spot last year.
Well, it was just one of those things where I thought his dad was coming because his dad has a sailboat right there, and he's still not coming. So hasn't came in and checked in on him. So
Okay, just pull this up over your head now.
yeah, we just got to make sure we get you warm and that you're going to be okay because we don't.
911.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Hey, we're gonna get you all fixed up here, Jack.
Yeah.
Here.
That feels better, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're still shivering. You must still be pretty cold.
Yeah,
Right there.
Because I don't know how long he had been out there in the water prior to me showing up either. So I just want to make sure he doesn't have hypothermia or anything like that that's going to sit in. I don't think it's going to be that drastic with the
yeah.
due to the weather today, but I don't know how long he's been out there, which can play an effect on that too.
Okay.
He says Dad has a sailboat. Is he still
His
out?
dad is the one in the sailboat. You can just see the top of it just over that little blade of grass right there.
Shortly after this clip, DJ calls 911. While EMS checks the boy for signs of hypothermia, DJ speaks with the boy's father.
David.
Very pleased to meet you.
Yep.
Sounds like he was a bit nervous.
Well, he was screaming, and it was like I looked back to see where you were at, and you were a couple hundred yards away, and then there was somebody else that had a boat and heard him screaming, but then they went past him because the people had told him that Dad was in the water over here. So I'm like, they're gonna go get him, and they didn't. They just drove past him, and then he started screaming even louder. So then I just cut my line and paddled up, and he grabbed onto the side of my kayak, and I just made sure that he could hold on long enough because I was gonna try to lift him up in the kayak, but I told myself if I do that, there was gonna be too much water that's gonna come inside. So then that's why I had him. So I just had him hold on to the side. I'm gonna try to paddle to get him in as far as we can to the nearest dock. Then he starts telling me that he's shivering, so I'm like, I don't know if the kid, how long he was in the water or if he could have hypothermia. So I was like, I'm just gonna call EMS, have them check him out. And then I was happy I did come here because they were here, had a boat, was able to come and get you.
Yes.
But yeah.
No, I'm very thankful of that.
Me too.
First I say 1,000 and then thank yous.
Yep.
That saved me a bunch of hassle.
Yeah.
Because the river takes him a little bit, and I said,
Yeah.
calm down, slowly swim to shore.
Yep.
You got this. We've been in this before.
Yep.
And I tried to get him with the boat, and of course the wind's picking up.
Yep.
So it just poof, right across the river.
Yep.
So I had to try and walk it back. That is super slow.
Yep.
So thank you very much.
Yep.
I
No
would
problem.
chat longer, but I think I'm needed.
Yep.
Once again, thank you. And we might be seeing each other again.
The heading on the Reddit post containing this video reads, "Kayaker saves 6-year-old boy in lake after his drunk dad left him behind." As commenters have pointed out, it's very clear that the boy's father has been drinking. And though his story of the wind sweeping the boy out in the water might be partially true, it begs the question, why did he never go after him? DJ leaves the boy and his father in the custody of police, and while I've seen no updates from DJ himself, I can only hope that the boy is safe and being looked after by a responsible adult. For many, the Grand Canyon is an attraction that offers tourists the opportunity to see truly breathtaking views. But according to the Arizona Republic, between 12 and 17 people die there each year. And while these odds are slim, they are never exactly zero. The following video was posted to Reddit 3 years ago by user LumiLenny2. The heading reads, "Guy falls 100 feet off the Grand Canyon while trying to get a better view."
Just come back, man.
Just come back.
Oh yeah, I'll come back something. Oh, this is beautiful.
It is, but...
Hey, no native grass, girl.
Is he okay? Wait. Did he fall? Oh no. Oh no. No. Don't look. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We told him to come back up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We need to call. You have your phone. Get your phone.
Here.
Give me call. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Baby girl.
Let's move back in.
Oh my gosh.
Has he ever happy before?
He's not moving, huh?
The man trying to get a better view is named Cole Wagenknecht. As you can tell from the video, he falls a pretty good distance before sliding down towards the edge of a cliff. Fortunately, he is able to slow himself down, stopping just before falling to his death. Following this incident, the people watching Cole from behind the fence called 911, and first responders were able to rescue Cole from this perilous position. In the aftermath, this video would be uploaded by Cole's brother as a means of updating people on his condition.
Record some of this stuff. I'm gonna go take an interview of Cole back over here. Cole! This is my brother that fell in the Grand Canyon. I know some of y'all been asking about him, seeing if he's alright, and I guess.
I'm doing okay except for the scars.
Yep.
Now I gotta randomly show.
And shaved the mohawk quite a bit since then, huh? Yeah,
Scars up there.
where's the scars, man?
You don't see them?
Yeah, crappy lighting in the hallway here.
Yeah.
Kind of light. There you go. Where is it? Yep. Oh, and the one right there where they inflated your lung back up. Some crazy shit, man. Yeah, there's a few of them where they stuck the whole 6 new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than a tracheotomy and collapsed lung.
Yeah, show them their tracheotomy. Let me see that. Yep. Now this is a fella right there, all you Dateline NBC watchers. This is Cole Wagenknecht. Survived that son of a gun.
I broke my neck and I broke my back and I'm still kicking, literally.
How was the view?
It was great. All but the stuff.
Cole seems to be in high spirits despite his near-death experience. He should consider himself lucky, as the difference of another foot or so could have made him another statistic. Kyle Plush was only 16 years old when he died. On April 10th, 2018, Kyle was in his parents' minivan retrieving tennis equipment when the third-row bench seat of the van flipped over and pinned him against the van's floor. With this amount of pressure on his chest, Kyle was trapped and hardly able to speak. Despite this, he was able to voice-activate his phone and dial 911. The following is the audio retrieved from the incident and contains Kyle's final moments.
Cincinnati 911 is the address of the emergency. Cincinnati 911. The Seven Hills what parking lot? Where are you? Hello? Where are you?
I probably don't have much time left to tell my mom that I love her if I die. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. I'm trapped inside my gold Honda Odyssey van in the Southwood parking lot of Seven Hills Beth. Send officers immediately. I'm almost dead.
Unfortunately, following this call, Kyle would die from asphyxiation. There have been a number of theories as to why first responders weren't able to get to Kyle in time. Some of these include the fact that the 911 dispatcher apparently thought that Kyle was pulling a prank on her. When information regarding Kyle's whereabouts were finally obtained, police were apparently misinformed and could not find the van in the school parking lot. It would eventually take Kyle's father to locate the van, but they were too late. Following Kyle's death, the Kyle Plush Foundation was started in an attempt to train emergency operators properly. On May 21st of this year, residents in St. Louis suffered a major tornado. The following video was recorded and posted to Reddit by a passenger riding the city bus. As the tornado rips through the area, the people riding the bus have no other option than to take cover beneath their seats. The following interview was conducted by Fox 2 St. Louis after the incident.
And no sooner than he had opened up the door, like, it just all came down. The bus had lifted up twice. The back end of the bus had lifted up twice, and the second time, that's when it had shattered out the windows on the Metro bus.
Fortunately, this woman and the rest of the passengers on the bus were able to make it out safely, but the same can't be said for others. The tornado was rated EF3 and caused the death of at least 3 individuals in St. Louis. Prior to 2012, no one in Peter Keller's inner circle would have guessed the horrors he was capable of. While his wife and daughter were going about their lives as usual, Peter was out in the woods building a bunker for what he perceived to be the end of the world.
Well, it's about 2 weeks before the end. This is going to be my last video, probably before till after that. That's terrible. Well, it's about 2 weeks before I finally drop out of society and start this project. Well, it's about 2 weeks before we finally drop out of society, fully commit to this. This is probably going to be my last video till after that. I just wanted to get one last video in before that time. So far, I'm come to terms with it, doing okay. It's starting to accept it. It doesn't really freak me out anymore like it did sometimes.
And while Peter was suffering from delusion, the end of the world was a very serious concern for him. So much so that in April, Peter shot both his wife and daughter before setting their home on fire. In his mind, the quick and painless death would be far more merciful compared to the imminent apocalypse. From here, Peter fled into the woods and began living off-grid. Police would eventually locate Peter through information on his computer and tips from hikers who had seen his vehicle in the area. There would be a 22-hour standoff between Peter and police that would come to an end after Peter ended his own life. The following disturbing video diary was found in Peter's bunker.
At this point, I don't know what's going to happen. I may get caught right away. Basically, if I get caught, I'm just going to myself. So, I mean, I could basically be dead in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I don't know. It's all up to chance at this point. So, I don't think anyone knows where I'm at. But if they put it together, who knows? At this point, I have to take that chance. So, it's just going to be a point of, go as far as I can. I do have my escape, and that's death. I can always myself, and I'm okay with that. So I'm getting to the point where just trying to live and pay bills and live as a civilian and go to work. It just freaks me out. It's actually more comfortable for me to think about living out here, robbing banks, pharmacies, just taking what I want for as long as I can. At least it'll be exciting. It won't be boring. And I don't have to worry about Lynette or Kayleen. And everything will be taken care of. It'll just be me. So, well, before, a while ago, I used to sit here and think, this whole thing is just crazy at times, and then I'd think about it, and it would make sense, and it's like, okay, this is what I gotta do. But, now, I guess with time, I just think that way all the time, that this is what I gotta do. I don't even question it anymore. It just seems like everything makes so much sense now. Just the more I've thought about it, the more I understand it. I don't really feel bad about it. It's just the way it is. Certain things happen that cause this to happen. So, just kind of accepted it and just rolling with it. Well, this is the end of the day. I'm getting wrapped up, getting ready to leave. I don't know if you can see me, but it's kind of one last look at everything. That's my fireplace, wood stove, whatever. Pretty dark. Now we're going upstairs. This is where most of my supplies are. My window. And that pretty much wraps it up for the day. So I've been up here about 7 hours. That includes hike time and work time. Pretty exhausting, a lot of work, a lot of hard work. So take me about an hour to get back. Use up what little energy I have left. And then I get to start the 2-day recovery process.
In these clips, it's clear that Peter was unhappy with his life. He expressed displeasure from the mundanity of life and actively used the bunker as a means of escape. These diary clips would help garner the story considerable amount of attention from the media. People were very interested in Peter and his motivations behind the killings.
One investigator called it something out of a survivalist handbook, an underground fortified bunker totally camouflaged in a heavily wooded area on a mountainside in the middle of nowhere.
You can see the rough-hewn logs, the timbers that were milled here on the site and pulleyed across this ravine that's in the background. It's incredibly well reinforced. The hole goes down, what, 20 feet maybe?
Doug Williams with the King County Department of Natural Resources and Parks guides us underground into what was Peter Keller's home away from home for the past 8 years. It is really hard to believe what he built here with his own hands.
There are 3 levels altogether, a couple hundred square feet underground. There's just an amazing array of stuff that's still there. We estimate that there are at least 50 large garbage bags worth of this gentleman's belongings and items that are still in the hole.
There are also light switches, plumbing for running water, a smokestack for ventilation, and a 2-year-old newspaper. It is believed Keller did most of his work under the cover of darkness where no one could see him. Investigators say he used many different paths in and out to make himself harder to track.
Peter's bunker would be destroyed following this media coverage. In the years that followed, a scholarship foundation would be made in Peter's daughter's name. It aims to support women pursuing studies in computer and technology.
Hi Serena, it's August 8th, 2006. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday Serena, happy birthday to you. Serena's 3 today, yay! What do you think, Sophia? You sing happy birthday? No? I'm 3! You're 3 today, yay! Shall we go to the living room and see if you got any birthday presents from the birthday fairies? Yes! Okay, let's go. What is it? It's a bike. Mummy. Can you see Mummy? Okay, is there Mummy? Yes.
This is Elaine Campione, and while she may appear to be a normal mother shooting home videos with her daughter, this isn't exactly the case. Not too long from now, she will do something terrible.
You can't see through the camera, boo-hoo. Yes, this is a deplorable, horrible, messy, filthy apartment that supposedly my 2 children and I live in, and it's just a horrible, horrible mess. Yeah. I think Diego Campione is totally in the wrong, and I hope he burns in hell for all his sins. The same as Leonardo. All I wanted to do was take care of my 2 little girls and live happily ever after the 3 years of physical, emotional, and mental abuse that I endured tremendously by Leonardo Campione, and then the past year from Anna and Diego Campione, the mental and emotional abuse, which wouldn't stop, and I had CAS keep bringing these 2 people into my life over and over again when I kept telling them the amount of mental and emotional abuse it was causing my 3-year-old daughter Serena and I and Sophia. It was horrible and uncalled for. And I want justice to my family for what they have all done to us. I cried out for help. They should have charged him for the assaults he did to me, the assaults he did to my oldest daughter Serena, and they did nothing for us.
The overall mood of the video takes a drastic turn when Elaine begins venting about custody disputes between her and her estranged husband, Leo. But this isn't the end, and it's about to get even worse. As the following footage plays out, Elaine has just done something unspeakable.
Recording this because Leo and there, are you happy? Everything's gone. You wouldn't give peace. You wouldn't tell the truth. I begged. You even had Stacy not believing me, telling her I had to sign papers when I didn't. I went to victim witness to get the truth. Trying, begging everyone the truth. How you me 3 years behind closed doors. Me when I was pregnant with Serena and Sophia. You didn't care about our babies. You didn't care about me. You cared about yourself. All you did was hurt us. And you gave Serena an idea that you could actually have my children. God believes in you. And God's taking care of them now. You're protected by God. Thank God. And thank Him. Because there's no way I could have them with you. You're a hideous monster. The things you used to do to me. I still have horrific nightmares all the time because of you. You're an evil, horrible man. I begged the courts to let me go home where I could be protected by my family. I went through lawyers, fighting this last lawyer, even with all the papers I showed, telling her, look, you know, he's lying. There's nothing wrong with me mentally, there isn't. I'm scared of you, I'm scared of everything, of your family. Everything you've told me over the years is the truth. And I'm just going to God, because God is the only one who cares and can protect me. Because you are the devil, Leo. You are the psychotic devil. And I should have stayed away from you the first time you beat me when I first met you, when I was, 21, 22. I should have ran away from you far then.
As Elaine confesses to the camera, she makes numerous mentions to the fact that her daughters are now safe and in the arms of God. Just before pressing record on this video, Elaine took both her daughters into the bathroom and drowned them in the tub. It wouldn't be until 2 days later when police discovered the bodies of the young girls. Following this, Elaine would be arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder. This Reddit post detailing the crime also contains some interesting clips from Elaine's interrogation with detectives following her arrest.
Okay, so you understand that you've been charged, now you understand that you've been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder?
Yes, I understand what you're saying.
And the charges are for murder in regards to both of your children. Okay. Now I know that this is really tough for you, and you're going to get through this, okay? Okay, but what I got to do is I've got to go through these and make sure that you understand, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to be good to you here. We just got to make sure that you understand everything, okay? And where do you think your children are now?
I assume my husband has.
You understand you've been charged with murder. You understand that both the children, Sophia and Serena, are both deceased.
She's learning
But
to
isn't it
float
true
like that.
after you shut off the video that you pushed her down under the water? Isn't that what it's going to show, that water's in her lungs? And isn't that the same thing it's going to show in the other child, in Serena? There's going to be water in their lungs because you pushed those children underneath the water. Isn't that what happened? You pushed them under the water. They couldn't breathe. They're looking up at you. They're saying, please help me, Mommy. And all you can see is their eyes open. And they're looking and saying, what are you doing, Mommy? They can't breathe. And all you see is air bubbles. And you hold them down long enough that they cannot breathe. And they're thinking, what are you doing, Mommy? Mommy, we love you. And now, hopefully they're in a better place, but they're without their mom.
Elaine's case remains one of Canada's most tragic murder cases ever. Elaine is still serving her life sentence, believing that what she did to her daughters was ultimately for the greater good, as a life with their father would have been much worse than death. The following Reddit post reads, "This was well over 2 years ago at this point. I was scrolling through TikTok and on my For You page, I came across this video of a woman inside her house, panicking as someone outside her window is seemingly being murdered. No gore was fully shown, so it's not a shock video or anything of the sort, just a woman panicking and recording as she's witnessing a murder." After this post was made, the community of r/internet mysteries got to work on uncovering the lost video. On July 28, 2021, America Thayer and her boyfriend, Alexis Sabarit, were driving through Minnesota when an altercation broke out between the two. The couple had been dating for nearly 7 years, and America had come to the conclusion that she wanted to break up with Alexis. Upon hearing this, he stopped the car and pulled out a machete before decapitating America. This horrific incident was witnessed by multiple people, one of which recorded the aftermath. As it turns out, this is the incident that the OP is referencing in their post. The footage itself is even more grotesque than you can imagine. This clip shows the moment where Alexis dumps America's body on the side of the road. He even grabs her decapitated head before walking away off screen. What's potentially just as disturbing is that after police located Alexis, he admitted to killing America with the machete.
Take this thing off you. Do you have any weapons on you? You got a knife? Where's the knife at? It's in the bag? What's your first name, sir? Alexi?
Alexis, right? Sabarai?
You got your ID in your pocket? All right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna after the officers finish patting you down here, we're gonna put you in a car and we're gonna go visit with you a little bit here.
During his court appearance in July 17, 2023, he was acquitted of the killing by reason of mental illness. When you think of scary clowns, you probably think of notorious serial killer John Wayne Gacy, or It from Stephen King, maybe even that infamous child therapy video that went around in earlier YouTube days.
The following is an experimental video therapy program for my son Ronald Yoder Jr. He is afraid of clowns. He will watch my program 4 times daily until he is no longer afraid of clowns. Feel free to use this video to help your own small children get over their fear of clowns.
But while these clowns are well known, there's another scary clown that is much less talked about. Published to r/Unresolved Mysteries, this post tells the story of Marlene Warren. On May of 1990, Marlene was having breakfast with her son Joe when they heard a knock at the front door. When Marlene answered the door, she found a clown standing in front of her, holding a balloon in one hand and a basket of flowers in the other. Marlene was excited at first, believing that someone had sent her a surprise gift. But this wasn't the case. Joe recalls hearing his mom say, "How pretty," before the clown took out a gun and shot Marlene in the face. Following this incident, law enforcement began trying to figure out the true identity of the clown murderer. It wasn't long before they moved their attention to Marlene's husband, a man named Mike, who was known to be having an affair with one of his colleagues. This colleague was a woman named Sheila Keene, and while Mike provided a solid alibi to police, Sheila's story was largely inconsistent. In the following days, detectives learned that Sheila was seen buying a clown costume as well as balloons and flowers. But it wouldn't be until 2017 when a DNA-matched hair was found in the suspected getaway car. When put under analysis, it was determined that it belonged to none other than Sheila. But Sheila would maintain her innocence until 2023. From here, she had entered a plea agreement and spent 18 months in prison before being released. On the outside, this looks to be a normal photo of a father and his daughter, but this isn't the case, and the backstory behind it is extremely disturbing. Posted to r/AskReddit 5 years ago, this user posed the question, what are some seemingly normal images with disturbing backstories? User Fueled by Maple left a link to the aforementioned photo. The man's name is Franklin Delano Floyd, and the little girl sitting on his lap is not actually his biological daughter. The story goes that in 1974, Franklin was waiting at a truck stop when he met a woman named Sandra Frances Brandenburg. Sandra had a total of 4 different children at the time. The two eventually started dating, and Sandra and her children would move in with Franklin. In 1975, Sandra would be sentenced to 30 days in prison for passing bad checks. During this time, she left her 4 children in the custody of Franklin. She would serve this short sentence before being released. When she returned home, she found her and Franklin's home to be empty. She eventually found her daughters at a local church where a social services group was operating. But one was missing. Suzanne was her name, and she is the young girl seen in the photograph next to Franklin. During Sandra's time in prison, Franklin took Suzanne and ran away with her to start a new life. This photograph was taken shortly after this. By this time, the two were long gone and had even changed their names. Suzanne would grow up and receive a full scholarship to the Georgia Institute of Technology. However, she would never attend due to the fact that she was pregnant. After giving birth to the child, Franklin made Suzanne put it up for adoption before they fled to Oklahoma. During their stay in Oklahoma, Susan became pregnant once again with a son who she would name Michael. During this time, Suzanne was having a secret relationship with another man, and the two were planning on running away together. This would never come to fruition, as Suzanne would be killed in a hit-and-run incident while walking home from a nearby grocery store. Franklin would later tell authorities that he was asleep during her murder. And though it's never been confirmed, the main theory is that Franklin had caught wind of Suzanne's plan to run away and subsequently killed her to prevent her from doing so. But Franklin's story doesn't end here. Following Suzanne's death, Franklin put her son Michael into foster care. 6 months after the fact, Franklin decided that he wanted custody of Michael again. As a result, he went to Michael's school and held the principal at gunpoint, forcing the man to take Michael out of his classroom. From here, the details get a little hazy. Some people believe that Franklin drowned Michael in a motel bathtub shortly after his kidnapping, while others think that he buried Michael in an undisclosed cemetery. But this isn't the case, as an interview in 2014 would reveal that Franklin shot Michael in the back of the head in September of 1994. Franklin would eventually be arrested and given the death penalty. He died of natural causes while waiting on death row in January of 2023. Alright you guys, that concludes this roundup of Reddit, media, and mysteries. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more of it, please make sure to let me know down in the comments section below, and please consider subscribing as well. I would love to have you as a part of this wonderful Something Sinister community. Thanks for watching, and stay safe out there.